Well, good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching this. Sorry for the abrupt beginning here in the car, outside the gym right now. About to go hit this chest day. Pretty fun. Yeah. Welcome back to another video. Forgot to add that part. Welcome back. Know it's been a little bit. If this is your first time, then welcome. First time watchers. Hope you enjoy. Regular watchers, also hope you enjoy as well. Yeah, it's Sunday, 10 a.m. Sunday, March 15th. Oh, already halfway through March. It's crazy. Yeah, had a little bit of a rough morning. Allergies were just kicking my butt. Like, I was almost gouging my eye out because it was so watery and itchy. But yeah, we're past that. Now we're here. I hope no one notices, but I'm literally wearing the same clothes as yesterday. Excuse me, sorry. I don't think anyone's gonna care or notice. Yeah. Anyways, sipping on, this is the sour citrus freeze flavor of Raw Nutrition's pre-workout. It's like the newest it's pretty good. When combined with like the lemonade pump, it tastes just like a good yellow Gatorade. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, it's phenomenal. I look forward to drinking it every day. I wish I could drink it all day, but I would be so hyper and kind of just freaking out. But yeah, I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna get warmed up. Working up to 220 pounds today as my top single, which I know I can do it. Should be cake work. I think last week when I was kind of messing around, I hit a single of 225, so this won't be anything too crazy. But yeah, anyways, yeah, let's get after it, I guess. All right, we are warmed up. Put 185, and we're gonna get to 220. Yeah.
Wow, looks like you can bench 220.
Will not lie, 220 was kind of heavy. My butt came off the bench. So we're gonna do 205 for backup sets. For doubles. So that should be fun. Yeah. BRB. One thing that is helping my bench is kind of, instead of throwing my shoulders forward, just obviously locking out with my elbows by bringing my biceps to my chest. So that's been helping. Also, instead of like pushing out and up with my pinky and ring finger area, I kind of push upwards with like my middle and index. So it's just like a straight line. So it's like, I feel like imagining pushing through those fingers helps a lot more. But I'm gonna do 205. It's my second set of 205 for 2. And yeah, this is cringe, but we gonna do it. Slogan Paul said we do it. But yeah, hands are feeling pretty good. No aches or cuts or anything, so yeah. Alright, we're doing 180 for 4 reps. Feels pretty good. I already did 1 set. I got 3 sets. What else? This guy I saw on YouTube looks like a lumberjack, but he looks like he punches the trees down instead of just axing them. Said to warm up for chest or bench press with the pec deck fly, and this guy like chest pecs the size of Saturn, and so I'm feeling like that's helped a lot, like mind muscle connection. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna do 180 for 4 now, and then after bench we have incline press, and then yeah, probably won't record any of that. That's I want to kind of get through my workout, but yeah, okay, let me get pumped. Alright, post-gym interview. That pump was gnarly. My arms, oh my goodness. Whoa! Yeah, not that impressive, I know. Stay humble, Franklin, stay humble. I don't condone this, but I'm gonna be driving in quick little post-gym interview because I'm running a little bit behind schedule. That's not very cash money of me, not very good. But yeah, that pump was crazy. I wasn't chasing the pump, just to put that out there. I mean, so we'll start from the beginning. Warm-ups felt pretty good. My right shoulder has been kind of it's been kind of a little achy lately. I don't know what's up with that. I think it's just because I've been sleeping on it like heavily. So I need to start sleeping on my back. But it's because Streaky, in the middle of the night, he'll come and just sit he'll literally just sit on my head, my face and everything if I sleep on my back. And So I like turn to like get him off. Bump. And so you gotta look both ways before you proceed from a stop sign. Sorry, losing focus here a little bit. Anyways, yeah, Streaky, he'll sit on my like literal face and everything, and I have to turn because he purrs so loudly it's kind of hard to sleep, and obviously a little bit hard to breathe if he's on top of my head. Because he likes to usually like sit right around my collarbones, and then he'll tuck his head under my chin. Whoa. Hello. Oh, windshield wipers are on. But yeah, that was crazy. I just saw someone I knew. Anyways, pretty phenomenal chest pumpy. I'm gonna hold you guys. I'm so sorry. This is so poor behavior of me. It's also probably really hot in my car. Oh, you guys are bouncing around. Oh my goodness. Okay, that kind of works. Whoa. Okay, POV, you're driving in the Bronco. It's probably really shaky. I'm really sorry about that. But, sorry, that person I just saw, gives me anxiety. Anyways, so, warm-ups, they're pretty good. My shoulders were just pumped from warm-ups. Like, I was like, ooh, got some hockey pads on today, alright. It's gonna be good, it's gonna be good, you know? I feel like lately my shoulders have been growing so phenomenally. Like, they might not look bigger, but they're definitely a lot denser and stronger. I be like spamming rear delt. I think I hit rear delt like 3 times through my whole split. So I'm hoping to get those rear delts crazy. I'm really strict with my lateral raises. I do lateral, like a set of lateral raises, like light ones, kind of warm up the shoulders and like my upper traps. So I kind of do like I forget the name, but it's like a guy. This sounds probably a little racist. It's like a Chinese guy. They're like, I want to say they're like the Lu raises or something. I don't know. It's like when you like raise your arm like all the way up, like drastically, and like you kind of like rotate up with your palm. So your palm is like facing forward, you know? So yeah, I do those to like warm up just like my upper traps. Cause I would say I want like a little bit of my upper back, you know, a little bit warmed up, because it's got to support, you know, when the bench is in my hands, literally when I unrack it, you know. But yeah, so I did that, and then I was trying, like I said, during sets of my bench, this like big burly lumberjack looking guy that looks like he punches trees down. He was saying, you know, if you want a big, he has big pecs, literally double the size, double the width of my whole body. But yeah, he was saying he learned this trick from like bigger guys, which to imagine there's like bigger guys is crazy, because he was pretty big. But he was saying a lot of them were saying they warm up by doing pec deck. So I tried that, and I probably went a little too heavy. I did 100 for 2 sets of 6 repetitions, and that was probably maybe too heavy. Like, it wasn't really warm. It was kind of like literal working sets. But you know, I was allowing just to like kind of just pull back my scapula and really open my chest up. You know, bring my shoulders back. Pretty good. And honestly, I felt pretty good. Like, the mind muscle connection between my chest while I was warming up on the bench was like phenomenal. Like, it's like we were twins with like the twin mind reading thing. I don't know. I literally don't have siblings, so I don't know anything about that. But what else was I gonna say? So yeah, I was like warming up, and I've been drinking a lot of water lately because I've been getting a cramp on my neck here and like up to my jaw. So I've been drinking a lot of water because I'm thinking, because I know like maybe over the past week, you know, I haven't been very diligent with my water consumption like I should be, especially when taking 10 grams of creatine every day. But I've noticed I've been getting like cramps on my neck and jaw. And yeah. What else? What else was I gonna say? Okay, so yeah. So I during literally like right before I was like about to get to my heavier warm-ups, I went to the restroom, and I feel like that kind of threw me off a little bit. Like 185 felt heavier than it should have. 205 felt heavier than it should have. And that... Excuses, alright? Whatever, Franklin. You need to lock in, right? Nah, that's just an excuse. Honestly, yeah, that's an excuse. But, yeah, I've been playing around with, like, my feet position. I thought I had it down, and then I noticed this guy next to me. He's, like, literally just like me. Like, and I noticed I was really watching a video, like, what you should do. I know you want to push through your heels, kind of, like, up and back with your legs. So kind of like you're pushing into the pad with your shoulder blades. And I noticed he has his legs a little bit more out from under him, like more forward. So it kind of like forms an arch with his knee. Whereas like I would always like try to do like 90 degree kind of angle with my legs and knee. And I feel like that's probably what's been making me a little bit unsturdy, because I know I will be shuffling a little bit when I, you know, bench. I shuffle my feet in between like reps, and that's not good at all. So I think I was losing a lot of power transfer. So I tried putting my feet out more in front of me and like push through my heels, and I felt like that was a lot better. I just need to practice on that. Practice makes perfect. That's why we do this. Practice makes perfect, you know? But yeah, so yeah, bench felt good. I proceeded to do single arm spider curls. If you don't know what those are, they're kind of like my favorite bicep workout. It's like you get like a preacher pad, and you kind of like, instead of like going forward, you go on the opposite end. It's hard to explain, especially without doing it, especially while driving. But basically, like, you get added resistance from gravity. Sounds dumb, but I think that's kind of what I like about it, because you're basically like dangling your arm down below you, and you're pulling all the way up, and it's such a phenomenal bicep workout in my opinion. I learned it from Will Tennyson. I've seen Sam Solik do it, you know, and look at Sam Solik and Will Tennyson. They're big guys, you know. They're not to be taken lightly. What else? So yeah, I did that for 3 sets. I added more volume in my biceps because been struggling with my barbell curl. Like, I kind of, last time I did barbell curl, I was trying to do 105 for a single, and I kind of just had to like, it had a little cheat on it, and I didn't really like that, so I'm revisiting that, but I'm adding more bicep volume, and I think it worked. So when I was looking at the bicep pump in the mirror, woo, guys, see me better maybe. Yeah, my arm was just looking a lot bigger, and I was like, oh, that's good. That's really good. So I did that, and then incline, I did 4 sets of 6 to 8 reps of 55-pound dumbbells. That felt really good. It's getting a full stretch and then pushing through, like trying to punch the air. And oh, that was good. That was. And then I did like my foam roller back supported what you call it? Sorry, there's like a symbol on my camera. I don't know what that is about. But basically just did my cable flies. That felt really good. I think I went heavier than I usually do for like 10 to 15 reps. In that 10 to 15 rep range. But yeah, and then I did machine preacher curl and then my behind the back cable curls. Because I'm really trying to get that strength of where my shoulders are pulled back and my chest is up and trying to get that bicep. Huh. Okay. Hope it's not too dark. But sorry about the abrupt ending in that last clip. Like I said, I was looking at my camera and I was like, what's this symbol mean? And then it literally meant my camera was getting too hot. And then it just turned off on its own. So I hope that clip actually got saved. I don't really know. Anyways, it's later on at night now. It's about 10 p.m. Just waiting for some water to boil. Yeah. I don't really know what I was talking about in the last point. I'm not gonna try to go off of it. But yeah, I mean, it's been a pretty eventful day. It's my last day at my job, which, like I felt bad leaving because I hate quitting things. Like I hate giving up on things. Like, but it also wasn't sustainable. Like, it was very far away. I wasn't really getting like, hours that I really would want to work. So yeah, it just wasn't sustainable for me. So I was losing money going there, more or less, basically. But anyways, I'm home. Been an eventful day. It's a good day. It's a good day. I guess the cat is out of the bag kinda here. Focus. Oh. Sorry. Still learning this thing, but as I just said, reading what the camera was saying. Yeah, I literally bought a camera, guys. The Sony ZV-1. How cool is that? Anything to say, Sir Strinkerton? Huh, pal? Anything to say? No? He just wants to hang out with me. I don't blame him. Which I plan to do in a second. But yeah, I was just kind of wrapping this up. What else is there to say or do? I mean, what have I been up to? Not much, to be honest. Yeah, just kind of in my own world. I feel like it's for the better. I mean, like, I don't know, just, I think personally, I take notice to everything around me, like, in detail, like the other day when I was walking my mom to her car after she came visit me, I like saw something in the fence. Honestly, I thought it was like a snake, a giant python. If you don't know, I live in Florida. I thought it was a giant python, and I was like, I literally was on like a spree of watching like these python hunting videos in the Everglades, and so I literally like got closer to see because I was like, oh, it's a real wild python. No, it was like a turtle, but it was stuck in the fence, and it's just kind of crazy. I was just thinking like, just like out of nowhere, like I just looked there and saw this turtle that's stuck. Anyways, helped the turtle get free. I think he was very grateful because he was like, he was like tucked in his shell when he was in the fence, but when I had him in my hand, he was coming out of his shell. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I saved the turtle. No biggie. Yeah, whatever. But yeah, just take notice of things, and I don't know, when you kind of just like sit to the side and just kind of watch things, I think you like learn so much. Like this might be like contradicting the point, but there's like at my job, I had like this coworker. He's an older guy, and I don't know, just like the way he was, just like to me it's just like something I didn't want to become. Like he's very judgmental of everything and everyone. Like people would, like guys would come in with like their girlfriends or wives, and he'd be like, he always make the comment, "Oh, it's gotta be the money. Oh, I'm doing something wrong. Oh, you know." And it's like I realize a little bit. I guess I'm judging him now. Okay, I don't think he's a bad guy. Let me preface that this kind of concept I'm about to discuss here with, I don't think he's a bad guy. I just think he still needs some time to like kind of understand, maybe more. I don't know. And maybe he doesn't need to understand more. Maybe it's just he's fine the way he is, and that's fine. You know, but I'm not gonna be like him personally. I don't want to be like him. You know, I want like a strong career where I know I can provide for myself and my family and give them all they ever would want. Got a guest appearance here. Streaky the Super Cat. He likes the pen. He's playing with my pencil all last night that I was using. But yeah, he would kind of just like judge everyone. Like I remember one time, like he would always make note that he does not like people. Like he's purposely unsocial. And I just I don't want to be like that. I feel like if you become a hermit, you know, it doesn't make things better for you. But one thing I learned is not to judge. I mean, that's kind of like borderline of what I learned. It's more or less, it's not my place to have envy or judgment for others. That is beyond me. You know, the only person that gets to judge is God. And, you know, I only judge my decisions and my opportunities. That's the only thing I need to judge. And I realized, you know, with like the whole, how he kind of just like judging people or like making these comments, I realized he's like self-victimizing himself. Like when he's like, "Oh, I don't know what I'm doing wrong," you know, or like, the universe has favorites and I'm not one of them, you know, like. And to me, it's just kind of sad. You know, I realize when you become so envious and judgmental of others, you start, you know, victimizing yourself. Like you start making yourself, you really get into the subconscious thinking of that you're actually worse than everyone else when you're generally not. Like this dude is tall, he's big, like you know, the only thing that's really keeping him from what he really wants is himself, in my opinion. I think if he had a better attitude and opened his mind up and heart more towards others, you know, he'd have what he'd want, you know? I guess that's like my next thing, also I'm learning. You can have whatever you want, technically, but you really have to put the work in. Ain't that right, Streaky? You know, I think I was like, because I was watching a lot of Sebum the other day, and I realized he was talking about something about like winning the Olympias, and I realized it's like, you know, he truthfully wasn't, I think he was saying along the lines, he wasn't born like this. He generally did work hard. You know, he worked to the point of he was so tired and just wanted to give up and hated it or something. But you know, he put in the work. He got what he wanted. You know, if your dreams are capable of being achieved, you just really have to apply yourself. I mean, I think right now I'm learning to apply myself. Like, I want to have good discipline. I want to wake up at 5 a.m. every week, every day, every week. Of course, I want to wake up every week, but every day is my goal here. I want to wake up at 5 a.m. because, you know, I get to be up earlier, I get to do more things, you know, yada, yada, yada. and by the time I'm done with the things, it's still morning. Like, I still have the whole day ahead of me. I prepared myself to have a great day. It's one reason I want to wake up at 5 a.m. Also, it's like a disciplinary thing. I think I'm so lacking in discipline. It's pretty bad. I really, I don't really even know what motivates me. I don't really have motivation. I just kind of do, and it's kind of like disciplinary itself. But it's also like I'm just doing because I know I'd feel worse tomorrow about it. But I'm not doing it as set in stone as I should be doing. As like a routine. And yeah. So like I've been struggling waking up at 5 a.m. Because I also have been up late. Like I am up late now. I want to say it's, where am I? What time is it? Yeah, it's 10:46. I'm gonna eat and probably head to bed in an hour. And I probably will wake up at 5 a.m. tomorrow. I will force myself. But it's one thing. It's like, okay, I have to. If I want to achieve something, I have to. Do it and apply myself, right? If I want to have a great day tomorrow, I gotta start it off good. Wake up, make my bed, do a little prayer maybe. Definitely. I pray every morning. I think it kind of helps, just quick little talk in the morning with God, just thank Him for another day, I mean, I don't want to be like too religious or spiritual here, but it is really amazing to wake up on a floating rock in space, being the only rock in space with life that lives like we do. It is quite fortunate how lucky we are just to wake up every day, even if we aren't given a lot to do, or we have a bad day. I mean, just remember, borderline is you woke up today. Okay, I'm gonna get real religious real quick, but it was like this is something that really motivated me. It was basically this guy, I'll probably put a link in a video. He was talking about how we need to be like Paul or Saul before he was Paul, the apostle. How he spent time in the desert with himself, learning and following God. I feel like that's what I'm doing right now. I'm literally just, obviously not in a literal desert, but basically, if I was to go next month to talk to anyone, it would truly just be by coincidence, like passerby, unless I reach out, because there's friends I do care for that I wouldn't be around and everything, but other than that, it's me and myself and Streaky here. I don't have any idea or kind of will to talk or do anything that I don't want to do. That made no sense. If you understood that, you understood that. Good for you. But yeah, just like the Paul Desert arc is, and it feels good. I'm learning so much. I feel like when you stop learning as a human being is when you truly stop living. I hope I'm not too, philosopher, mojo, jojo stuff. Not trying to be a guru here, but if you just like look around and see the people that chose to just stop learning or trying new things, they become miserable. They're complacent. They're stuck in their life, and they blame it on everything but themselves. There's a million ways to throw a rock. You can throw it with one finger, two finger, underhand, overhand. Go on for days. Okay. you know? But if you chose to just keep throwing it one way your entire life, I'm sure eventually you're not gonna want to throw that rock anymore. It's probably your arm's gonna be sore throwing that rock the way you do, you know? Yeah, so I've been in my own world. As you can see, got a camera. I kind of sent it. It's such a rash decision, and I probably almost broke it in literally a day. Like, I dropped it, I caught it. Obviously I have it sitting in the sun, overheating. I'm an amateur here, you know? But I also want to, like, I don't know, get good at photography. Like think about, like, my favorite superhero, Superman. He takes photos. I mean, he mainly writes the newspaper, but, you know, sometimes he takes photos. What else? Peter Parker takes photos, you know? All the strongest heroes, you know, like, they're involved with, like, photography of some sort. But, yeah, I got a camera. And it was also coming off the back end. I was watching Jesse James West's video when he was working A Day in the Life with Logan Paul. And Logan Paul is like, dude, this is my advice to people. Just do what you want to do. Who cares how cringe it might look? You'll eventually enjoy it to the point you'll forget how cringe it is. Or along the lines of that. And I was like, that's so real. And like setting my tripod in the gym today, I felt so embarrassed because I'm like, oh, like, I'm a grown man in the gym with a tripod. I don't think anyone really cared. And if they do, I mean, I didn't really see anyone benching more than me. Just putting that out there. I mean, everyone out there was definitely bigger than me. But I'm obviously not gonna, like, ego them. I mean, we're all there for ourselves. If comparison is the thief of joy, if they compare themselves to me, the guy with a tripod, I think they got other things to worry about, I guess. Oh. But yeah, I just sent it on the camera because I was like, why not? I love making videos, which, stay tuned. I'm gonna promise that I'm gonna make a video every week. It's a promise. But I don't want to make this one too long. I think we're at 17 minutes yapping here. But yeah, what has Franklin been up to besides struggling with discipline? A notepad here. Oh. Struggling with discipline, gluttony. Ugh. Been struggling with gluttony. I've just been so hungry, and I don't know why I'm not satisfied. I stopped this weekend, or prior to this weekend, to eating kind of whatever I want. Like, I was eating, like, just literally random stuff. And I was like, I need to get back on my diet plan. And yeah, I've been eating broccoli. That's pretty cool. Franklin does not eat broccoli here, okay? He doesn't eat any greens, so I think we should all give him a round of applause. Thank you. Yeah, I've been eating broccoli. I chose broccoli. It's the one I don't like the most. I hate all greens, to be honest, but broccoli is like the most popular one. But I just douse it in salt and pepper, and then I throw it in my beef and rice, and it has a little bit of flavor from the sauce and beef and rice, and I don't really notice it when I eat it, so I eat my broccoli. Franklin eats his broccoli. That's be the title of this video, probably. But yeah, I've been in good mental health, I would say. Like, I haven't been, like, proud or overly enthusiastic or excited about things, but I haven't been depressed, so that's pretty good. I felt shame at times, and I'm still working on that, but honestly I forget about it because I've been keeping so busy. I'm always trying to do something, whether I want to do it or don't want to do it. Like, I plan to run this, Wednesday. I was talking to a friend, that runs, and I truthfully am inspired by her. She did like, I want to say she did like, I don't even know. It was like, to me it was an insane time. I want to say it was like 13 miles in 30 minutes. Don't quote me on that. She's not the Flash, but I was really impressed, and it was really inspiring. And I mean, at first I didn't want to do any type of running, because I was like, oh, like, run clubs are popping up left and right, and it's all these shirtless dudes. Like, I mean, they're lying if they don't say they go to run club and take their shirt off just to try to impress the girls there. Okay, they are straight liars, and that's why I'm not joining them, because even if they actually don't, there's still some that go to run club just to meet girls, and I think that's just kind of sad. Like, I mean, I guess, I don't know, does anyone actually in run club, like, is it actually their passion to run? Or are they just really just there to, as a social thing? I don't know. I don't buy run clubs, I'm sorry. I don't see the appeal of them. Because I don't see how you can, like, what, they talk for like a little bit and then they go running. It's pretty hard to talk. If you're talking while running, you're not running good or hard enough, I guess. I don't know. I'm usually out of breath while running. And then try to talk while running, yeah, beyond me. Yeah, I plan to run. Hopefully it doesn't rain. I will run. Not plan, I will. Almost got me there. That's my laziness talking. It's more like I do more maybes than I will. It's what we need to defeat here. My sloth. I guess I'm suffering from sloth. The sin of sloth. Now I don't have social media, but I'm still on my phone scrolling through YouTube Shorts. Okay, I'm guilty as charged about that. But I will be attempting this week not to. Because, yeah, I don't know, it's just, days are better when I actually don't pick up my phone first from when I wake up. But yeah, I've been good. What the future holds, I don't know, but I'm gonna go day by day. It's one thing I need to focus on is baby steps. I get so overzealous, and I'm planning 10 years in the future, and I don't have a plan for tomorrow, But baby steps, that's what I'm learning to do. Any little baby steps to hopefully lead up to my hopes for the future, my dreams. But yeah, I think that's the end of this video, because I don't really know what to talk about anymore, and I'm kind of hungry, and this video is pretty long. But one thing I do want to say, I saw it a couple weeks ago. It was a football player, a great football player, a man named Rondale Moore, had unfortunately taken his life. And it just kind of hit me, because he's my age, and he just had, I think he got injured, and his kind of season was over or something. I'm not too familiar with his story. I just know he took his life, and I obviously don't know the guy, but just to hear it's saddening. So I hope his family's doing good. I hope his friends are good. I know the Vikings. I hope they're doing good. And I hope Rondale Moore is not in pain anymore. Hope he's resting good, playing football without worrying about getting an injury in the fields in heaven. But yeah. Streaky, do you have anything to add? Wanna bite me? Ugh. Anything to add, pal? Yeah. Anything to say? No? Can you say goodnight? He's getting so big. And he's not even 1 year old. And I don't even know how he gets so big. He doesn't even really like eating. Right? Ow. Hey. Anything to say? Ow. Can you stop biting me? Let go of my arm. Thank you. Stop it. Camera is troubling focusing. Ugh. It's gonna be fun learning this camera. Isn't that right, pal? Okay. Well, it's just going in and out. Alright. Say goodnight, Streaky. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed. Sorry the camera is like going in and out of blur, but yeah. Hope to see you next time. I hope you had a good day, good evening, good night, good morning, good weekend, good week, whatever you're watching this. And yeah, I'll see you guys soon. I promise. Pinky promise. Okay?